everyone. Welcome to the webinar. I am just trying to adjust some of the audio controls. Apparently having the same issue as I had the other day. Just a little bit frustrating because we had a good recording the other day. Let me see here. So before I start, would you mind just writing if you can hear me? To write in the questions field. Hear my sound. Okay, super. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, so today we're going to do a training webinar, which is focused only on the self-staking tool. The self-staking is a very interesting concept. Also, it takes some training to see how it works. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this today. I will start a very simple slideshow, and then I will do this in a format where I actually share my screen instead. So if you just give me a second here, I will share my screen here. Let's see, show, here you go. So as you guys know, we work with World Equity Expo, which is our trading venue for liquid assets. The reason I'm mentioning this in this context is that as we go through this process, we will need a venue where the tokens and the assets in the bond can be traded. And obviously we use our own asset here and our own trading venue, because then we have a full vertical integration. The self-staking itself and how it compares to the power staking is an important difference. So basically, if you look at the power staking, and I will see if I can actually get I think I can do like a laser pointer here. There we go. So everything is actually based on an asset that is tokenized on World Equity Expo. When our members buy the power staking program, they are actually contributing to the mining here or the staking by providing their assets. And they are sitting here. This is the power staking component. That is basically participation in the profit without having to do anything active. On the other hand, you need an asset of some sorts to be listed and obviously to be sold to the outside world as well. This could be real estate, it could be shares, it could be whatever. That can be packaged in the right way. And this is where the asset founder and the founder stake comes in. So we're talking about two ways you can participate. One is in the power staking program, autopilot, payouts every Friday and so on. And then you have the founding an asset gets listed. So when you found an asset, when you actually found it, we will go through the process now what actually happens. You as the asset owner, the stakeholder, put in a founder stake, which is a minimum of 5% of the asset value. Now, from our staking pool, from the power staking program, we match this depending on how high our members rate your assets. So now you have that part and you have that part. At the same time, the YEM component that you both put in here as the founder and here from the power staking is put into the matched staking, which is provided by institutions. These are family offices, investment firms, banks. The reason they can do this is that we use YEM as a collateral for their stake. And because they don't actually have to hand over the funds, they have a very low or next to no risk profile at all. Now, they're making a good profit from this. By their means, standards, very good. But it's lower than we pay the founders and the power stakers. So that means that this actually drives a higher profit for you guys. These guys, power stakers, make money from the cash profits that are recurring, and the founders actually make money from the other end. So it's actually a very good combo like this. It's a clever mechanism. When you actually do this, I will now actually shift my screen over to the form. You go to, let's see if I can change my sharing here. Yes, I can. So basically, if I can I'm sorry about this. I'm not used to using the pointer here. Okay. So the way it works, if you want to stake an asset, and this could be real estate, could be shares, could be a cause, like let's say your local football club or a charity that you want to help. You need to set up the basic parameters. And the reason why this is a semi-manual process is that the tool is very, very universal. But at the same time as it is very universal, obviously it needs to be, it requires a bit of flexibility to be so versatile. And we built this so versatile because we see that if we do this in the right way, like I always said, YEM can be behind the largest corporate finance organization in the world. We literally become the world's biggest investment bank, but we have moved out the power to you guys. So the order staking form is only a basic collection of data. Then our team starts working and talking to you. So when you want to stake, this is what you do. You go to this link that you have on our Empower page, which I will show you in a minute. And you start describing the asset. Here you write, for instance, purchase of a real estate asset. It is a hotel, 4,500 square meters. You just sort of describe this. The seller is, Robert Nero, and it is in a company that is incorporated, example Co. GmbH, for instance. So you fill in as much of this as you can. Price is 4.5 million euros. And you put all the targets in here, all the purpose. Just write freely as many facts as you can. And in this section, you write the transaction. What is it? Purchase price, 4.5 million. Buys 100% of the holding company called XXX, and so on. And you describe as much as you just can. This is what we need, so we have all the information. So then you add your phone number, and I see that there's actually a thing here because this is a US form, so it's a little bit hard. We will try to adjust this so it's just a normal field. And then you have all the contact details in here. And I'm just going through my notes, that's why I'm pausing a little bit all the time. Here you put in the nominal value of the asset or the target. For instance, in this case, 4.5 million. What currency is it? US dollars? Is it Bitcoins? Whatever. Euro. The founder stake. How much will you as a founder put in? Let's say it's 5%. I'll put in this case 800,000. Now, remember this. The reason you might ask, why would you put in more? Well, that is because then the staking will go faster. So by using the Excel tool that you guys have, again, I will go to that page, you will see that you can adjust the time frame by increasing your stake. Because by increasing your stake, you also increase the stake of the other parties, which means that collective mining goes much faster. You put in the full legal name of the founder, whether it's a company or an actual person or whatever, and passport number, entity number. And here you can add, is the founder, is it a company you own, the public company, is it the club or union? Is it a natural person, means you as a private individual, or is it a trust formation, which is very common with charities. And then you have the usual normal stuff, address, contacts, and so on. And then you sign that you are allowed to represent the company, the party that you are representing. This is actually all. When you click submit, we start a manual process. So this is not automatic. It takes about a week. And what happens next is that I will actually go back to the presentation here. What happens next is that we actually review the checklist. So we go through the form step by step and go through your data, and we send questions back to clarify what you have. After that, we generate a self-staking contract for you, which specifies all the parameters. And once that has been signed and the founder stake has been deposited, we create the tokens, and we list them on the World Equity Expo and inside the Likquid system. This process takes about 10 days. I will explain why, because we do the paperwork with you in the first week. Then if we submit the token for generation, it will be live the following Monday in World Equity Expo. So the following Monday always. That's why I say about 14 days from start to end. Could be faster. Then what happens, and then if you go back to my document, after 8 weeks, we've set a fixed time to make it easy. The first tokens start being bought out. So if you're, for instance, financing a share acquisition or a real estate, that's when we start buying the founder stakes back. So it's a very straightforward process, and at that time they will be trading on the World Equity Expo. What we will be doing is we will actually add and increase the integration in the form. But for now, because we're also fine-tuning the process, we are taking in a limited amount of staking capacity. We will make a simpler one for staking shares only as well. And if I go back to the web page, we go to the Likquid form. This is the campaign site, likquid.com/empower. Here you have the first link is to the self-staking order form. The second one is to the power staking order form, which you guys know about, which gives you a weekly cash payout. And these two work together. So if we have too few of these, we can't take more of these in. So we need to combine the two of them. And obviously, as you know, you have also the campaign stuff. This page is going to be uploaded and changed as well as we go now through the weekend. But now we get the first staking cases in. We are going to take in a maximum of 5 staking cases right now for the coming 2 to 4 weeks. And the reason is, again, that we are fine-tuning the process to make it a little bit easier and more streamlined. I apologize for not having to play the slides as I should, because I had a German caption on it and I couldn't get it off as I was having the sound problems. So because of that, we will send this out. We will send the presentation out, however, on WhatsApp. And what we will be doing is we will do a follow-up on this next week again, how to use this. And we will actually take a practical example and go all the way with all the facts. So you can actually see how is this going from A to Z, all the way. Also, what we will be doing, so we will split up these webinars into small specialized ones, because then people can see each topic. So we will also be doing one on the liquidity provisioning, so people can see that, and to see liquidity and Empower versus the self-staking as well. So this is the first version, and I'm very excited to see we have a couple of examples in the pipeline right now going out. We will be updating this and doing it also multilingual as we have fine-tuned this, but this will take a bit of time. We just want to make sure we have the process 100% locked in. So check out the form. If you have a case, you can put it in. Like I said, it's very suitable for real estate acquisitions. And do use the Excel calculator that we have. I actually see now that the Excel calculator is not on the web page. They must have lost it. I will make sure that this comes out today. So this will come, and then we will do a follow-up on this as well. So thank you for listening. I hope this gave you a basic understanding of how this works. And we will be back with an Empower update tomorrow at 2 o'clock as well. And this will be redistributed in French and German tomorrow. Thanks for listening, and enjoy Empower and self-staking. Take care.